Have you ever wondered if machines will eventually replace human language? In this fast-paced world, where technology is transforming every part of our lives, one thing remains certain. Language is the thread that holds us all together. But as we move into an age where automation, AI, and machines are taking over more and more tasks, the question arises, what happens to our communication? Is language becoming obsolete? Or is there still something irreplaceable about the way we connect with each other through words? Imagine a world where your conversations, your creativity, and even your emotions are handled by a machine. It sounds like science fiction, right? But as we speak, this is becoming a reality. AI is already influencing everything from customer service to content creation, and it's only going to get more advanced. So, where does that leave us, the humans who still need to connect, understand, and express ourselves in deeply emotional ways? This video will explore the incredible power of language, how it shapes who we are, and how it connects us in ways that no machine ever could. But it's not just about how language works, no, it's about the future. As we move forward into the era of automation, how can we ensure that language continues to serve as a bridge between us? That it doesn't lose its depth and meaning? Can human creativity, empathy, and connection really survive in a world where machines are learning to communicate? Stay with me as we dive deep into this crucial question, exploring how automation is changing language, how we can keep the power of words alive, and why it's more important than ever to preserve what makes us human. Before we get started, if you're excited to explore the future of language and its role in a high-tech world, don't forget to hit that like button. If you find this video interesting and want to see more content that digs deep into technology, society, and creativity, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you appreciate the content and want to support the channel further, please feel free to donate via Super Thanks. Your support means the world to us. Now let's dive right in. In today's rapidly advancing world of technology and automation, one might wonder if the power of human language can still hold its place as it once did. In a time where machines can write articles, answer questions, and even create content, the question arises, do humans still have a role in language use, or is it something that automation is slowly replacing? As AI tools such as chatbots, automated writing assistants, and content-generating algorithms continue to grow in capability, it feels like we are standing at the crossroads of a monumental shift. But what does this shift mean for the future of language and communication? This question is not just theoretical, it's something that affects every one of us. From students learning new languages to business professionals using language as a tool for connection and negotiation. Language is deeply intertwined with the human experience, yet its role is being tested by technology. Automated tools that can produce human-like text, such as chatbots like GPT-3, are becoming more commonplace in industries like customer service and content creation. While they might be able to churn out responses that seem perfectly natural on the surface, the question remains, can machines ever truly understand the meaning behind the words they generate? For instance, when you interact with a customer service bot, it can provide you with a wealth of information based on your input. It might even resolve a complex issue with little human involvement. However, there's a certain human touch missing in understanding of emotional context, an empathy that can transform an average exchange into a meaningful interaction. Sure, the chatbot might know the right words to say, but does it understand the urgency or frustration that the customer feels when their issue is unresolved? Can it sense the nuances of an upset tone or a relieved sigh? Take, for example, how we rely on language to express our emotions. We often say, words matter. A well-chosen word can inspire, heal, motivate, or comfort. This is something that automation, no matter how sophisticated, struggles to replicate. Consider a situation where a friend is going through a hard time, and you offer them words of comfort. It's not just the words themselves that matter, it's the empathy behind them, the human connection. A machine can generate comforting phrases, but can it truly feel the sadness and offer solace in a meaningful way? Furthermore, language plays a central role in our creativity. Writers, artists, And even business professionals rely on language not only as a means of communication, but as a medium for artistic expression. AI can certainly help writers by offering suggestions or even generating content based on a given prompt. But the heart and soul of a piece of writing, the creativity, the insight, the vision still comes from the human mind. While an AI tool may offer you an essay or a product description that fits a set of criteria, it can't replace the depth of human storytelling, where words can change the world. Take J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. Sure, you could use an AI tool to generate magical creatures or world-building ideas. But could a machine create a fully realized world where readers feel the emotional highs and lows of Harry, Hermione, and Ron? Could a chatbot replicate the moment of triumph when the trio overcomes seemingly insurmountable odds? It's doubtful. At the same time, however, we are at a fascinating juncture where human language and machine capabilities could work together to unlock new possibilities. Think about how AI could enhance our communication skills and creativity. Consider tools that help writers improve their grammar or assist learners in mastering new languages. This collaboration between human intuition and machine intelligence could result in more effective communication tools, richer creative endeavors, and innovative ways to express ideas. For instance, some AI tools are already helping people become better communicators. Language learning apps, powered by AI, offer immediate feedback on pronunciation, sentence structure, and grammar. A user who is learning Spanish might practice with an AI-powered tool that helps them form sentences, recognize errors, and correct them in real time. While the AI may not feel the user's struggle with a particular verb conjugation, it provides an incredibly useful and accessible tool for learning and mastery. Additionally, imagine how AI tools could help us improve the depth of our writing. Writers could collaborate with AI to explore different ways to express an idea, brainstorm unique perspectives, or generate fresh metaphors and descriptions. In this way, the machine serves as a helpful assistant, not a replacement for human creativity. AI doesn't replace the need for a human voice. Instead, it enhances and amplifies that voice. There's another side to this conversation, however, and it involves the potential for AI to replace jobs in industries where language is central. A case in point is the world of journalism. With the advent of AI-generated news articles and stories, there's a growing concern about the future of human journalists. Can a machine provide the same nuanced, in-depth reporting as a human journalist who has spent years cultivating sources, understanding cultural contexts, and refining their unique perspective? While AI tools can generate reports based on raw data, they often lack the ability to add human insight, something that gives news articles their depth and relevance. For example, if you were to read an AI-generated article about a political event, it might present facts, timelines, and quotes accurately. But would it capture the nuances of the politician's motivations, the cultural and social implications of the event, or the subtle shifts in public opinion? That level of depth and understanding still requires a human touch. Even more fascinating is the potential for AI to collaborate with human creators in completely new ways. Take, for example, the world of film and television. AI tools are already helping scriptwriters and directors by offering new ideas, generating dialogue, or even helping to edit footage more efficiently. Yet the core of storytelling, empathy, creativity, emotional connection remains firmly in the hands of humans. AI might assist in the creative process, but it's the human creator who brings the story to life, imbuing it with meaning that resonates with audiences. As we look to the future, one must consider the role of language in a world where humans and machines work together. How can we ensure that we, as individuals and as a society, continue to cultivate strong communication skills, creativity, and emotional intelligence, even as automation becomes more prevalent? It's crucial that we place a renewed emphasis on the human aspects of communication, our ability to connect, empathize, and express ourselves in ways that are deeply personal and meaningful. We should not view AI as a competitor to human language, but rather as a tool that can enhance and elevate our linguistic abilities. In addition to strengthening our communication skills, we must focus on fostering creativity and critical thinking. AI tools are powerful, but they operate within the parameters set by humans. If we rely solely on AI to communicate for us, we risk losing the depth and richness of language that makes it so powerful. Our words can inspire action, heal wounds, and build communities. They can make us laugh, cry, and think deeply. And that is something that no machine can replicate. Moreover, the importance of human connection cannot be overstated. While technology can bring us closer in many ways, it's still the personal, face-to-face interactions that foster the deepest bonds. Consider the difference between receiving a text message from a friend and having a heartfelt conversation with that person in person. Both forms of communication involve language, but the emotional depth of a face-to-face conversation is something that AI cannot replicate. It is this connection, this shared understanding of one another, that defines human interaction and keeps language alive. In conclusion, the power of language in the age of automation lies not in the replacement of human expression by machines, but in the collaboration between the two. While automation may assist with certain language-based tasks, it cannot replace the emotional intelligence, creativity, and deep connections that humans bring to language. By embracing the strengths of both human and machine, we can unlock new possibilities for communication, creativity, and connection. Let us remember that, in the end, it is not the machines that define language, it is us, the people, and the stories we tell. Language is an integral part of the human experience, used not only for day-to-day communication, but also as a vessel for creativity, emotion, and connection. It shapes our interactions, from casual conversations to the creation of art and literature. But in today's age of artificial intelligence, AI, and automation, where tools like chatbots and automatic writing assistants are becoming commonplace, one can't help but wonder, does language still hold the same significance, or is it being slowly eclipsed by machines? As technology continues to evolve, it's important to reflect on the implications for how we communicate, both with each other and through machines. Take, for instance, the rapid rise of AI-powered chatbots. In industries like customer service, chatbots have taken center stage, offering automated solutions that can handle a wide variety of tasks, responding to customer inquiries, troubleshooting issues, even managing complaints. These systems operate 24/7, offering a speed and efficiency that human agents simply cannot match. A customer seeking assistance can receive answers within seconds, regardless of the time of day, while the chatbot works tirelessly without any need for breaks or downtime. On paper, this seems like a win-win. Customers get what they need quickly, and businesses save on labor costs. But as the adoption of chatbots expands, it raises a fundamental question. Does automation in customer service come at the cost of human connection? Imagine reaching out to a company's customer service department and being greeted by an automated system that provides a perfectly adequate solution. The problem is solved, but there's something missing: a personal touch. A human agent would not only address the technical issues, but would also recognize the frustration in your voice, understand the emotional weight of the situation, and provide reassurance and empathy. While the chatbot can solve your problem, it can't make you feel heard or understood. It can't offer the same emotional engagement, nor can it provide that subtle tone of comfort that a human voice naturally conveys. Here, language, though still functional, is stripped of its deeper emotional layers. The question remains, are we willing to trade meaningful emotional connections for efficiency and cost savings? While AI can automate language-based tasks, such as responding to emails, creating standard replies, and even writing articles, the ability of machines to replicate the nuanced human aspect of language remains limited. An AI algorithm may be able to string together sentences that are grammatically correct, but can it capture the subtleties of humor, irony, or even the cultural context behind a joke or a story? One might argue that while machines can handle factual communication, they lack the emotional intelligence to truly communicate in the way humans do. This brings us to a broader consideration of the role language plays in the human experience. Language is not merely a tool for transmitting information. It's a means of connecting, expressing, and shaping our identities. We use language to share our stories, to console one another, to argue, to laugh, and to cry. Through words, we shape our worldviews, engage in dialogue, and navigate the complexities of human relationships. In a world increasingly dominated by automation, it's important to ask whether language can retain its power to connect us in meaningful ways. Look at social media, for example. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram have given rise to new forms of communication, allowing individuals to broadcast their thoughts to a global audience. Here, language is still incredibly powerful. It's used to build communities, to rally support for causes, and to foster movements. Yet, while social media can facilitate connection, it can also create disconnection. With the rise of bots and fake accounts, it's harder than ever to know whether the words we read come from real people or from automated systems. This automation, when applied to communication, risks eroding the authenticity of our interactions. Language, in this context, becomes less about genuine connection and more about algorithmic engagement. A like on a post may signal approval, but it lacks the depth of a real conversation. It's an example of how automation can dilute the power of language. There's a particularly important conversation to be had around the role of language in art and creativity. Machines, as they stand today, lack the capacity for true creativity. While they can generate content based on patterns and data, they don't have the ability to experience the world as humans do. Nor can they imbue their words with the rich emotional context that often accompanies human creation. For instance, an AI might be able to generate a piece of music or a poem based on a set of input parameters, but it would be hard-pressed to replicate the deep emotional resonance found in the works of human creators. Can an AI write a novel that evokes the same kind of connection that a human writer's work can? Think of George Orwell's 1984, a novel that not only tells a story, but challenges readers to question their society and their assumptions. Can an AI truly provoke that kind of introspection? The beauty of human language and art lies in its ability to stir emotions, to provoke thought, and to connect people to something larger than themselves. Machines can replicate patterns, but they cannot feel and they cannot understand the deeper meanings of the words they generate. Consider also the impact of AI on journalism. Many news outlets now use AI to write basic reports, such as weather updates, sports results, and stock market analysis. These tools can handle repetitive tasks and churn out articles based on the latest data in record time. However, news that requires investigative reporting or a nuanced understanding of a topic still needs the human touch. Human journalists bring a level of understanding and empathy to their work that AI cannot replicate. A journalist doesn't simply report the facts. They provide context. They interpret events through a particular lens, and they give voice to the people who are affected by those events. These are qualities that a machine, which lacks personal experience and emotional understanding, cannot replicate. Another example is in the creative writing space. In recent years, AI-generated short stories and poems have started to surface, and some are quite impressive. Yet, when we compare these AI-generated works to those created by human authors, we see that something vital is missing: authenticity. The connection between the writer and the words, the lived experiences that shape their writing, are things that machines cannot grasp. While a machine can simulate a style or tone, it can't live through the emotional experiences that fuel creativity. When humans create, they pour their hearts and minds into their work. Machines, on the other hand, produce without feeling or intent. In light of all these developments, it's essential to remember that automation and AI can serve as powerful tools, but they are still limited in their ability to replicate the richness of human language. The essence of language, the emotional depth, the creativity, the empathy remains uniquely human. While machines may be able to carry out certain tasks with greater speed and efficiency, the true power of language lies in its ability to bring people together, to express the full range of human experience, and to connect us to the world in ways that are deeply meaningful. As automation continues to rise and transform industries, we must be mindful of the value of human connection and the role that language plays in fostering that connection. It's not enough for language to simply be functional. It must remain a tool for communication, expression, and empathy, whether in customer service, storytelling, or creative endeavors. The power of language to touch hearts and minds cannot be replaced by machines. In a world that is increasingly driven by automation, we must strive to ensure that our words continue to carry weight both in meaning and in the connections they foster. Language has always been one of humanity's most powerful tools. It is not simply a means of conveying information. It is the thread that connects us to one another, to our emotions, and to the world around us. While we find ourselves surrounded by increasingly advanced technologies, AI, automation, and machines that can process language, it is important to recognize that the unique qualities of human language cannot be replicated by machines. Language is far more than a set of symbols or words strung together. It carries with it emotion, history, and context, things that machines, despite their remarkable capabilities, cannot fully understand or recreate. At its core, language is a bridge between the abstract and the concrete, allowing us to communicate our thoughts, dreams, fears, and desires in ways that go beyond the literal meanings of words. A machine might process language, but it doesn't feel it. A machine can generate sentences that are grammatically correct, but it cannot convey the rich, emotional resonance that human language carries. Take, for instance, the subtlety of tone, the emphasis on certain words, the pauses that speak volumes, or the way laughter punctuates a conversation. These elements are inseparable from the experience of human communication. Language is infused with the humanity of its speaker, and it carries the weight of our experiences and emotions. One of the most profound examples of this is the act of storytelling. Whether in the form of a novel, a film, or simply a bedtime story, storytelling has been an essential part of human culture for thousands of years. It is a way of sharing not just information, but also experiences, lessons, and emotions. A classic example of this is the bedtime story told by a mother to her child. While it is true that there are now automated tools that can read books to children, these tools cannot replicate the warmth and depth of emotion conveyed by a mother as she reads a story to her child. A machine might read the words aloud, but it cannot embody the spirit of the story. The pauses between words, the changes in pitch, the way the mother's voice softens during tender moments or becomes more animated during exciting parts, these things are all critical to the experience of the listener. The child, hearing the story, is not just being fed information. They are engaging with the emotions of the story, the empathy of the storyteller, and the bond between the two of them. This is a perfect example of what makes human language so powerful. It allows us to connect on a deep, emotional level. While AI can replicate patterns and produce grammatically correct text, it cannot replicate the emotional resonance that human language carries. Language is the vehicle for human connection. It enables us to form relationships, to communicate our innermost thoughts, to express joy, sorrow, love, and frustration. A few simple words, spoken with the right tone and timing, can convey more than an entire page of factual information. This is a subtlety that machines, no matter how sophisticated, cannot fully comprehend. Take another example, this time from the world of politics. Consider the speeches of figures like Martin Luther King Jr., whose words, carefully chosen and delivered with profound emotional depth, moved millions and continue to resonate today. "I have a dream," he said, and those words are etched in the collective memory of humanity. They were not simply words. They were imbued with emotion, hope, and vision. The power of those words was not just in their content, but in the conviction behind them, the empathy, and the longing for a better future. Machines can analyze and break down the words of King's speech, but they cannot feel the weight of the moment, the significance of the historical context, or the hope embedded in the speech itself. When we consider the power of language, we must remember that it is inextricably linked to our human capacity for empathy and creativity. Machines may be able to perform specific tasks more efficiently than humans, but they cannot replace the uniquely human ability to connect emotionally through words. A machine can never tell a joke that resonates with the depth of shared experience that a human comedian can. It might say the words, but it lacks the lived experience, the emotional intelligence, and the timing that make a joke truly funny. Similarly, while an AI might write an article or generate a poem, it lacks the ability to draw from personal experience or to infuse its writing with emotional depth. When we read a poem by Sylvia Plath or a short story by Ernest Hemingway, we are engaging not just with the words, but with the raw, unfiltered emotion that the writer has poured into the work. A machine cannot replicate that kind of emotional authenticity. Another example is the role of language in building and maintaining relationships. Communication is at the heart of all human connections, whether it's a casual conversation between friends, a heartfelt apology, or a passionate declaration of love. The words we use in these interactions are carefully chosen, not just for their meaning, but for the emotional weight they carry. The tone of voice, the choice of words, and the body language that accompanies the spoken language all combine to create a rich, nuanced exchange. While machines may be able to mimic words or even sentences, they cannot replicate the depth of connection that humans experience when they communicate with one another. They cannot sense the tension in the air, the subtle shift in emotions, or the nuances of a person's voice that reveal their true feelings. A machine doesn't know when to offer a comforting word in the middle of a difficult conversation or when to offer a joke to lighten the mood. This ability to read and respond to emotions is a key part of human communication and cannot be replicated by automation. Moreover, language plays an essential role in creativity. It is the foundation upon which we build entire worlds, craft narratives, and express our innermost thoughts. Writers, poets, artists, and musicians all rely on language to give shape to their ideas and communicate their vision to the world. Whether it's a novel, a painting, or a song, the creator uses language spoken or written to evoke feelings, create meaning, and connect with an audience. A machine can produce content, but it cannot create in the way that humans do. Machines lack the capacity for inspiration, the spark of creativity that drives human innovation. A human artist draws from their experiences, their emotions, and their unique perspective to create something that speaks to others in a way that a machine cannot replicate. Language also plays a critical role in shaping our identities. Through language, we define who we are, how we see the world, and how we relate to others. Our language choices reflect our values, our culture, and our beliefs. It is through language that we are able to express our sense of self, our dreams, and our aspirations. Machines do not have a sense of self. They do not have dreams, aspirations, or a personal identity. Therefore, they cannot use language in the same way that humans do to express individuality and personal experience. Ultimately, the power of human language lies in its capacity to evoke emotion, connect people, and express the depth of the human experience. While machines may be able to process language, they cannot experience it. They cannot feel the emotions that accompany language, nor can they create new forms of expression based on lived experiences. It is through our words spoken, written, or even sung that we are able to share our humanity with others. The richness of language is what makes it a tool for connection, for creativity, and for understanding. And that, perhaps more than anything, is what sets human language apart from the capabilities of machines. In the end, while AI may assist us in various language-related tasks, the emotional depth and creative potential of human language are irreplaceable. Our words matter, and they will continue to matter because they carry the essence of who we are as individuals and as a society. As automation continues to advance, a key question emerges. What does the future of language look like when machines become more capable of processing, understanding, and generating human language? Will humans and machines collaborate to create new forms of communication? Or will we lose the essence of language to automation? These questions not only concern technological advancements, but also touch on the core of human interaction, creativity, and identity. While the role of language in the digital age is undoubtedly shifting, it is essential to consider how humans and machines can work together to enhance our communication capabilities while preserving the depth and meaning inherent in language. We are living in an era where automation is transforming every aspect of our lives, including the way we communicate. In customer service, AI-powered chatbots can now handle everything from answering basic questions to troubleshooting complex issues, all without human intervention. In the realm of content creation, tools like AI-driven writing assistants can help generate articles, reports, and even creative writing with minimal input for a human writer. These advancements demonstrate the potential for machines to automate the language process. However, the question remains, can automation truly replace the depth and nuance of human communication? AI can undoubtedly improve our linguistic abilities, but it cannot entirely replace the creativity, empathy, and subtlety that humans bring to language. For instance, AI can assist us in becoming better writers by offering grammar corrections, suggesting more engaging vocabulary, or helping to structure our sentences more effectively. Tools like Grammarly and language learning apps already help millions of people sharpen their writing skills, enabling them to communicate more clearly and effectively. AI can analyze vast amounts of data and provide real-time feedback, but it lacks the ability to understand context the way humans do. Machines don't feel the message they're conveying, nor do they grasp the emotional undertones of a particular phrase. This means that while AI can assist in the technical aspects of writing, the human voice, the personal touch still matters when it comes to meaningful communication. Consider, for example, the collaborative potential between human creativity and AI in the arts. Artists, writers, and musicians are already experimenting with AI tools to generate new forms of creative expression. For instance, AI can help musicians compose melodies, or writers can use AI-driven software to help brainstorm ideas and structure narratives. The combination of human creativity and machine assistance can lead to exciting new forms of art that might not have been possible without the technology. AI can suggest a rhythm for a song or provide a fresh perspective on a piece of writing, but the emotional depth, the cultural resonance, and the connection to the audience still come from the human creator. A machine might produce an impressive composition, but it takes a human artist to add the heart to it. A powerful example of this collaboration can be seen in the realm of visual art. Artists today are using AI to generate images that blend human creativity with machine learning algorithms. These AI systems analyze existing artwork and then generate new pieces based on patterns they have learned. While the results are often visually striking, they lack the personal touch of an artist who brings their lived experiences, emotions, and perspective into their work. Yet, the collaboration between artist and AI allows for exploration and innovation that goes beyond what either could achieve alone. In this sense, AI can enhance human expression rather than replace it. However, even as AI helps to unlock new creative possibilities, it is important that we, as humans, maintain our critical thinking and communication skills. The ease with which AI can generate content and respond to queries may lead to a tendency to rely too heavily on machines for communication, making it easy to forget the importance of human nuance in conversation. For example, while AI might be able to draft a perfectly acceptable email or generate a clear and concise business report, It cannot engage in meaningful conversation that takes into account the emotional state of the person on the other end, the history of a relationship, or the complexity of a personal situation. These are nuances that human language can capture, but machines cannot. In the context of education, AI has the potential to revolutionize language learning by providing personalized, real-time feedback to students. Language learning apps powered by AI can now assess a learner's progress, suggest areas of improvement, and tailor lessons to the individual's needs. For example, AI can track a learner's pronunciation and offer specific advice to help them sound more native-like, or it can analyze writing to suggest improvements in style and grammar. These tools are already making it easier for people around the world to learn new languages and communicate across cultures. However, the challenge lies in ensuring that learners are not simply acquiring the technical aspects of a language, but also the deeper cultural context and emotional expressions that come with it. Moreover, as the world becomes more interconnected, the need for cross-cultural communication grows. AI can help bridge language barriers by providing real-time translations and suggesting ways to phrase things in culturally appropriate ways. Yet, there's a danger that these tools may oversimplify communication and fail to capture the full richness of cultural nuances. For example, when translating a message from English to Japanese, a machine may translate the words accurately, but it may miss the subtle connotations of politeness, respect, or hierarchy that are so important in Japanese culture. AI-driven tools can provide mechanical translation, but human sensitivity to culture, context, and tone remains crucial in ensuring that communication remains meaningful and respectful. Despite these concerns, AI's role in communication should not be viewed as purely negative. Instead, it should be embraced as a tool that can augment and enhance human abilities. AI does not have to replace human language or communication, it can enhance it, helping us become better communicators, more effective writers, and more innovative creators. The key to success in this new age of automation is ensuring that we use these tools wisely, maintaining the human elements of creativity, empathy, and understanding that machines cannot replicate. One way to ensure that we don't lose the human touch in language is to focus on developing critical thinking skills and emotional intelligence in the context of communication. AI can help us analyze language, correct grammar, and even suggest ideas, but it cannot replicate the emotional depth of a conversation. Nor can it understand the nuances of a person's feelings in the same way humans do. As we continue to rely on AI tools, it becomes increasingly important to cultivate these skills in ourselves, skills that AI cannot replicate. The ability to think critically, to understand and empathize with others, and to express ourselves clearly and effectively will always be valuable, no matter how advanced our technology becomes. The future of language in an automated world is not one where machines completely replace human communication, but rather one where humans and machines collaborate to create new, more efficient ways to connect and express ourselves. Machines may help us communicate more effectively by providing tools for writing, language learning, and translation. But the true power of language will always come from the human ability to connect, create, and communicate. As we look to the future, it is crucial that we embrace both the capabilities of AI and the irreplaceable qualities of human language. Together, they can help us communicate more effectively, creatively, and empathetically than ever before. However, the importance of maintaining a deep connection to the human aspect of communication cannot be overstated. As we work alongside machines, we must remember that language is not just a tool, it is a bridge that connects us to one another. And it must always retain its power to evoke emotion, foster relationships, and express the human experience. Language is the backbone of human interaction, enabling us to form relationships, express emotions, and share experiences. It serves as both a tool and a bridge for connecting individuals and building communities. In an increasingly automated world, where technology continues to evolve and machine intelligence becomes more sophisticated, the importance of maintaining human connection through language becomes more critical than ever. Despite the rise of AI and automation, the true power of language remains rooted in its ability to foster emotional bonds and create meaningful conversations. While machines can assist in a variety of tasks, they cannot replicate the depth of emotional connection that human language allows. Consider the role of language in casual conversations, storytelling, and shared humor within a family. These interactions may seem simple on the surface, but they are essential for building and maintaining relationships. When a parent tells a bedtime story, they are not just narrating a series of events. They're using language to connect emotionally with their child, to pass on cultural knowledge, and to create a moment of bonding. The tone of the voice, the pauses between words, and the way the story is told all contribute to the experience. In this context, language becomes a conduit for emotion, for connection, and for the transmission of values. Take, for example, a family gathering where members share stories from their past, laugh together, and reminisce about shared experiences. The act of telling a story in this context is not just about recounting facts. It's about reliving memories, evoking emotions, and reinforcing relationships. The use of language here goes beyond its functional purpose. It's a way to share joy, pain, and nostalgia, all of which deepen the emotional connection between individuals. Machines, no matter how advanced, cannot replicate this emotional depth. While AI may be able to repeat a story or even generate one, it lacks the personal connection and understanding that a human storyteller brings. The storyteller's knowledge of the audience, the ability to tailor the delivery based on their reactions, and the subtle emotional cues embedded in their voice are what make the interaction meaningful. In the realm of humor, language serves as a tool for bringing people together. Think about a moment when a group of friends is laughing at a joke or a funny story. The humor may not be in the words themselves, but in the shared experience of laughter. Humor often relies on context, timing, and the delivery of words, all aspects of communication that are uniquely human. While machines can generate jokes or even attempt to mimic humor, they cannot replicate the timing, delivery, and cultural nuances that make humor so powerful in human communication. A machine might tell a joke, but it doesn't have the capacity to gauge the mood of a room, to adjust its delivery based on the reactions it receives, or to engage in the back-and-forth banter that makes humor so rich. Laughter, after all, is a universal language, but the way we share it, the way we communicate it, is deeply human. Consider also the role of language in conflict resolution. In moments of tension or disagreement, the words we choose and the way we express ourselves can determine whether the situation escalates or is diffused. In the heat of an argument, for example, the tone of voice and the choice of words can make all the difference. A person might say, "I'm upset about this," rather than, "You've ruined everything." And the difference in language can completely change the outcome of the conversation. The ability to communicate one's feelings clearly and calmly is essential for resolving conflicts and maintaining healthy relationships. Machines, on the other hand, may be able to process data and offer solutions based on logical algorithms, but they cannot understand the underlying emotions in the same way a human can. They cannot feel empathy or adjust their responses based on the emotional state of the people they are communicating with. Human language, in this regard, is essential for emotional intelligence, the ability to navigate complex social situations, to read between the lines, and to respond with empathy. Another important aspect of human language is its role in community building. Communities are not just formed through shared geography or common interests. They're built through communication. Language allows people to come together, share experiences, and forge connections. Whether it's a group of friends, a neighborhood, a workplace, or an entire nation, language is the thread that ties people together. Through language, we share our values, our dreams, our struggles, and our triumphs. We create stories that bind us, form traditions that define us, and engage in conversations that shape our collective identity. One of the most profound examples of this is the role of language in social movements. Language has been a powerful tool in mobilizing people for change, in raising awareness about injustice, and in creating a sense of solidarity among those fighting for a common cause. Take, for example, the speeches of leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., whose words galvanized a movement for civil rights in the United States. His use of language, with its emotional depth and moral clarity, inspired millions and gave a voice to the voiceless. Similarly, language has been used by countless activists, writers, and leaders throughout history to call for change, to challenge the status quo, and to inspire action. While technology can amplify these messages, it is language that carries the emotional weight and power to mobilize people for a cause. In the digital age, social media platforms have become a new frontier for language and communication. Here, language plays a crucial role in shaping public discourse, creating communities, and fostering connections across vast distances. Social media has allowed people from all over the world to share their thoughts, ideas, and experiences with an unprecedented level of immediacy. Hashtags, memes, and viral content have all become forms of modern-day language that help people connect with one another, share information, and even influence cultural trends. However, while social media has the potential to bring people together, it also poses challenges for maintaining meaningful communication. In the fast-paced, often impersonal world of online interactions, it's easy for language to lose its depth. The brevity of tweets, the use of emojis, and the prevalence of sound bites can all contribute to a shallower form of communication, one that lacks the emotional richness and nuance of face-to-face conversation. Despite these challenges, language remains a powerful tool for connection in the digital age. While automation and AI continue to change the landscape of communication, they cannot replace the human aspects of language that make it so powerful. Machines can assist with tasks like writing, translation, and information retrieval, but they cannot replicate the emotional intelligence, empathy, and creativity that human language embodies. Machines do not understand the feelings behind the words. They simply process them. As we move further into an automated world, it is essential that we preserve the human elements of language that enable us to connect with one another on a deep emotional level. The ability to empathize, to understand the nuances of a conversation, and to communicate with authenticity is what makes human language so powerful. Whether we are telling a story, resolving a conflict, or building a community, language is the tool that allows us to connect with others and build relationships that go beyond the surface. As we continue to embrace technology, we must remember that the true power of language lies in its ability to foster emotional bonds, to create understanding, and to build the connections that make us human. In a world increasingly dominated by automation, the need for human connection through language has never been more important. Language is more than just a tool, it is an extension of who we are as humans. It carries with it the essence of our values, emotions, and creativity. It shapes the way we interact with the world and each other, and it plays a crucial role in defining our identity. As technology and automation continue to evolve, there is a pressing need to recognize the power of language in our lives and ensure that we preserve its depth, meaning, and emotional resonance. In a world where machines are increasingly capable of mimicking human language, we must make a conscious effort to maintain the qualities that make our language uniquely human. The importance of language in fostering connection and driving positive change cannot be overstated. Consider, for example, the role of language in shaping our personal relationships. Communication is the foundation of any meaningful connection between individuals. Whether it's a conversation with a friend, a heartfelt apology, or a passionate declaration of love, the words we choose and the way we express ourselves have a profound impact on the strength of our relationships. Language enables us to convey our feelings, share our experiences, and understand one another. When we speak to someone, we are not just exchanging information. We are communicating a part of ourselves. The emotional nuances, the tone of our voice, and the gestures that accompany our words all contribute to the depth of the connection we form with others. In a world where AI can generate text and even simulate conversation, it is essential to remember that machines cannot replicate the complexity of human emotion that language conveys. One of the most powerful examples of this is the role of language in conflict resolution. In difficult situations, the way we communicate can determine whether a conflict escalates or is resolved peacefully. A simple shift in language, whether it's choosing to phrase something more carefully or speaking with empathy, can diffuse tension and foster understanding. When we engage in difficult conversations, the words we choose have the power to heal wounds or deepen divides. A machine, no matter how advanced, cannot offer the same emotional sensitivity in communication. It cannot read the room, sense the underlying emotions, or respond with the appropriate level of care and understanding. This is where human language continues to shine. It has the power to navigate the complexity of human relationships and help us connect with others on a deeper level. Language is also at the heart of creating change. Throughout history, powerful movements have been fueled by language, whether through speeches, writings, or protests. Words have the ability to challenge the status quo, raise awareness about injustice, and inspire people to take action. Think of figures like Martin Luther King Jr., whose words sparked a movement for civil rights in the United States. His famous "I Have a Dream" speech is an example of how language, when used with purpose and passion, can unite people, challenge inequality, and inspire lasting change. King's words were not just a call for political action, they were a call for emotional and moral awakening. They spoke to the collective consciousness of a nation, urging people to rise above hatred and work towards a more just society. Similarly, language is at the core of building communities. In a world where we are more connected than ever through technology, it is easy to forget that true community is built on genuine, meaningful communication. Social media and digital platforms have created new ways for people to connect, share ideas, and rally around causes. But these connections are often superficial. The rapid pace of online interactions, characterized by tweets, posts, and comments, can sometimes diminish the depth of our communication. While technology can help us connect with others across the globe, it is language that enables us to build relationships, share our values, and create a sense of belonging. Language allows us to tell stories, celebrate achievements, and support one another in times of need. It is the glue that holds communities together, creating bonds that transcend physical boundaries. However, in an era where automation and AI are becoming increasingly prevalent, we must be mindful of the ways in which technology can impact our use of language. Machines can generate responses, write content, and even engage in conversations, but they lack the emotional intelligence and creativity that humans bring to language. As we increasingly rely on technology to perform tasks that once required human input, there's a risk that we may lose sight of the true power of language. If we allow machines to take over too much of our communication, we risk losing the emotional depth and personal touch that make our interactions meaningful. That is why it is crucial to embrace and preserve the human element of language. As we navigate the age of automation, we must recognize that language is not just a tool for conveying information, it is a means of expressing our humanity. We must continue to prioritize meaningful, thoughtful communication, both in our personal relationships and in the broader world. By doing so, we can ensure that language remains a powerful force for connection, understanding, and positive change. One of the most significant ways we can do this is by fostering a culture of empathy and emotional intelligence. As we engage with others, whether in person or through digital platforms, we must be aware of the emotional impact of our words. We must take care to listen attentively, to respond thoughtfully, and to use language in a way that reflects our respect for others. In a world where instant gratification and convenience often dominate our interactions, it is essential to slow down and truly engage with the people around us. Whether we are communicating with friends, colleagues, or strangers, we must remember that language is not just about transmitting information, it is about building relationships, expressing care, and making meaningful connections. Moreover, we must recognize the value of creative expression in language. Language is not just about logic and efficiency, it is also a medium for creativity and imagination. Writers, poets, musicians, and artists all use language to express their ideas, to share their unique perspectives, and to inspire others. In the world of digital content creation, we must ensure that the creativity and originality of human expression continue to thrive. While AI can assist in generating content, it cannot replace the emotional depth and personal touch that come from human creativity. The power of language lies in its ability to convey meaning, evoke emotion, and connect people across time and space. We must continue to celebrate and nurture the creativity that language allows us to express. As we move forward, it is essential that we preserve the human element of language and communication. While AI and automation will undoubtedly play an increasingly important role in our lives, they must not replace the emotional, creative, and empathetic aspects of language that are so essential to our humanity. Language is a reflection of who we are. It carries our values, our emotions, and our creativity. It is a tool for building relationships, creating communities, and driving positive change. As we navigate the complexities of the digital age, we must continue to prioritize the human aspects of communication, ensuring that our words remain powerful, meaningful, and connected to our shared humanity. In conclusion, we must embrace the power of language as a fundamental part of who we are. It is not enough to rely solely on machines to communicate for us. We must take an active role in preserving the emotional depth, creativity, and empathy that make our language unique. As we face the challenges of automation and technological advancement, we must ensure that language remains a force for connection, understanding, and positive change. By nurturing the human element of language, we can continue to create meaningful, authentic relationships and build a world that values communication, creativity, and empathy. Language has the remarkable ability to shape the world and the people in it. It has been at the center of human civilization for millennia, evolving and adapting as societies progress. But its core purpose remains unchanged: to facilitate communication, to connect individuals, and to convey meaning. In a world where technology continually accelerates and the capabilities of machines grow, language remains the essential tool for human connection. While technology certainly helps us streamline and optimize our work, it is the power of language that binds us together, helps preserve our identities, and opens new pathways for personal growth, social interaction, and global cooperation. We are at a unique moment in human history where technology and automation are playing a much more significant role in our daily lives. AI-driven tools, machine learning algorithms, and robotic automation have taken over tasks that once required human effort and intellect. From simple activities like scheduling appointments to more complex tasks such as content generation, technology is reshaping the way we communicate, work, and interact. And yet, despite the immense capabilities of these machines, they lack the emotional depth, creativity, and contextual understanding that human language brings. Technology can help us achieve greater efficiency, but it is the human element embodied in language that still has the power to affect change on a profound, personal level. Take, for instance, the role of language in shaping society. Throughout history, language has been a key force behind movements for justice, equality, and change. Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous "I Have a Dream" speech is a powerful example of how language, when wielded with purpose, can inspire entire communities and shape the future of a nation. His words resonated not just because they were eloquent, but because they reflected the collective hope, pain, and longing of an oppressed people. They created a bridge between the individual and the collective, between the present and the future, and between the ordinary citizen and the greater cause of freedom and justice. No machine could have written those words with the same passion, insight, and understanding. King's words were imbued with personal experience, emotional depth, and a vision for a better world, qualities that are inherently human. In the same vein, language is crucial in maintaining and developing relationships. Whether in romantic partnerships, friendships, or professional collaborations, the ability to communicate effectively and meaningfully remains a cornerstone of healthy, successful relationships. Words can soothe wounds, offer comfort in times of distress, and provide encouragement in moments of self-doubt. The simple act of listening really is a skill that is integral to understanding and connecting with others, and language is the tool we use to demonstrate that empathy and understanding. While machines can process information and respond with pre-programmed responses, they lack the nuanced understanding of human emotions that is required to truly connect with another person on a meaningful level. Consider a situation where someone is grieving the loss of a loved one. While an automated system might send a generic condolence message, it cannot provide the personalized comfort that a close friend or family member might offer. The words chosen by a friend, the tone of their voice, and the shared history between the two individuals carry with them an emotional resonance that goes far beyond the literal meaning of the words. In times of grief, it is the human connection that matters most, and language is the conduit for that connection. It allows us to express empathy, offer solace, and remind each other that we are not alone. Similarly, in our increasingly globalized world, language plays an essential role in bridging cultural divides. Through language, we are able to connect with people from different backgrounds, share our experiences, and learn from one another. While machine translation tools like Google Translate have made significant strides in helping people communicate across languages, they still fall short when it comes to capturing the full complexity of a language's cultural context. For example, the English phrase, "I'm sorry," can mean a variety of things depending on the situation. In a casual context, it might be used to express minor regret, while in a more serious context, it could convey deep remorse. A machine might translate this phrase accurately, but it cannot understand the emotional weight behind it or the cultural nuances that shape how it is interpreted. It is through human interaction using language to empathize, to clarify, and to understand that true communication takes place. The importance of language in shaping our identities cannot be overstated. Through the words we use, we express who we are, what we value, and how we see the world. Our language is a reflection of our culture, our upbringing, and our personal experiences. For example, a person's choice of words, their accent, and their manner of speaking can reveal a great deal about where they come from, who they associate with, and what they prioritize. This is particularly evident in the way language evolves within different communities. For instance, certain phrases or slang terms might be common in one region or among a particular group of people, reflecting the shared experiences and values of that community. This form of expression is not just about communication, it is about identity, belonging, and the sense of connection to others who share similar backgrounds. In the professional realm, language also plays a critical role in shaping our careers and the way we engage with others. In business negotiations, the words we use can make or break a deal. In marketing, the ability to craft a compelling message can significantly impact a product's success. In leadership, the power of language lies in its ability to inspire, motivate, and unify people toward a common goal. Leaders like Winston Churchill and Barack Obama used language not just to convey information, but to move entire nations. Their words rallied people during times of crisis and guided them through challenges. A leader's ability to speak effectively and inspire trust through their language is crucial to their success, and this is something that no machine can replicate. While AI and automation have become valuable tools in many aspects of life, they cannot replace the human capacity for creativity, empathy, and emotional connection that is embedded in language. Machines can perform tasks quickly and accurately, but they do not understand the significance of the words they process. For example, an AI can generate a piece of writing that is grammatically correct, but it cannot infuse that writing with the same emotional depth and personal insight that a human writer can. Machines can mimic conversation, but they do not understand the context, the underlying emotions, or the cultural subtleties that inform human communication. Human language is rich with layers of meaning, cultural context, and emotional resonance. And this is something that machines simply cannot replicate. In the digital age, where technology is omnipresent, it is easy to forget the value of human connection. We are surrounded by digital tools that allow us to communicate instantly with people across the globe. Yet these interactions are often shallow and devoid of the emotional depth that face-to-face communication provides. Social media, for example, is a platform where millions of people share their thoughts, experiences, and ideas. Yet, in many cases, these interactions are fleeting and impersonal. We post updates like pictures and comment on status updates, but how often do we engage in truly meaningful conversations? Language has the power to transform these interactions into something more substantial, something that allows us to connect on a deeper level. It is up to us to use language thoughtfully and meaningfully, to move beyond the superficial exchanges of digital communication and foster genuine connections that can lead to real-world change. The future of language in an increasingly automated world lies in its ability to adapt and evolve while maintaining its human essence. As AI continues to advance, we must ensure that we preserve the aspects of language that are irreplaceable: empathy, creativity, and emotional connection. Technology can assist us in communicating more efficiently, but it is up to us to ensure that language remains a tool for fostering deeper connections, sharing our experiences, and creating positive change. By embracing the power of language, we can continue to shape the world around us in ways that reflect our values, our humanity, and our shared vision for a better future. In a world where machines are increasingly integrated into our daily lives, we must never lose sight of the importance of human language. Language is more than just a tool for communication. It is a fundamental part of what makes us human. It allows us to connect with others, express our emotions, and share our stories. As we move forward, it is essential to ensure that language remains a central part of our lives, a bridge that connects us to one another and to the world around us. And that brings us to the end of today's journey into the power of language and its role in connecting humanity despite the rise of machines. I hope this video has sparked a new perspective for you, showing you just how vital our words are in building connections, driving social change, and shaping the future. Technology will continue to evolve, but it's clear that language is not just a tool for communication. It's the very essence of what makes us human. It's what allows us to express our emotions, share our stories, and bond with others in ways that no machine could ever replicate. So what do you think? Can we maintain the richness of human language in an increasingly automated world? Will we as humans continue to hold the power to shape the future through the words we choose to speak? Or will AI one day replace us entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into fascinating topics like this, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future content that explores how technology is changing our lives in powerful ways. And if you want to support us in making more videos like this, consider using the Super Thanks feature. Your contribution truly helps us continue creating thought-provoking content. Thank you for being part of this conversation. Until next time, keep thinking critically, keep communicating meaningfully, and remember your words matter.